All right, guys, this is Jonathan here, and I'm standing next to Glenn. We just came out of an awesome panel called Chiptune 101, where he was making Nintendo and Game Boy music off of his computer. Who would have thunk such a thing? The music was absolutely wonderful. It ranged everything from metal to techno, electronic music to, I think I heard some dubstep in there.
There definitely was.
Definitely was some dubstep in there. So enough of my rambling. Glenn, why don't you tell us exactly what you do?
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name's Glenn. I also go by Glenntai. I'm part of the Nerd Fit Network, and I am also a composer as well as a chip music. You can call it composer because technically it's a synthesizer, etc., etc. I could go on and rant for days, but, that happens. Long story short about me is I'm just an entertainer that likes making music, and I found how to make it off of an NES and a Game Boy, and I just went, that's a thing, and then I just dove right into it for years, and now I'm finally just going, hey guys, by the way, I made this. So, there's that, and now I'll also stream making it, and I'll also go to conventions teaching how to make it.
Awesome. As a video game lover and an old school video game music lover, I'm assuming you're the same. Now, where did you get the inspiration from? What drew you to chiptune music, and how did you get started on it?
Let's see. If we want to go way back, 2004, I discovered Mega 64 version 1, where one of their composers, Ian Lucky, who's now a part of a Kirby Super Band, I think it's called, or something along the lines of that. It's a very good VGM band, but he ended up doing a certain specific song from the album, from their videos, and put it in 8-bit form, or basically what was him playing it on a synth that sounded like it was 8-bit. It blew my mind that people could actually do that, so I asked around, and then I Googled it, and then I found a couple other people, certain people such as Dubmood and Combat Dave from back in the days. And Dubmood was a cover of Daddy Mulk from Ninja Warriors, and it blew me away because I had never heard the song before, and I just went, whoa. And then Combat Dave literally took a video of him with his own original song on a Game Boy, and it sounded so clean and professional. I just went, this is amazing. I need to make stuff like this. Ended up finding FamiTracker because it was free, and I'm a broke college student, so naturally.
I can identify with that one. So are you an old school gamer? Were you playing Nintendo Game Boy back in the day when it was original?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What kind of games drew you in as a kid and made you love the world of video game music that you've now found a new appreciation for?
As an earlier kid, I grabbed down to anything that I could find, which was typically Mario or some of the Mega Mans. I had Mega Man 3, Mario's 1, 2, and 3. I ended up going into finding, I wasn't too much of Zelda back in the day, but I liked it. ADHD was real. So I ended up finding out about, I can't remember the name of it. Obviously Castlevania as well. It's actually where I first realized that it was something similar to classical era music. But a lot of my appreciation for video game music became more prevalent during the era of Super Nintendo. That's when I had Super Mario World, I had Street Fighter 2, I had Secret of Mana, I had Super Mario RPG. Yoko Shimomura is amazing at what she's done. Because, let's face it, she made Guile's theme, and Guile's theme goes to everything.
Guile's theme does go to everything. You can play that at my funeral, folks. So how did you discover the technical side of this? Because, you're talking music, you're talking video games, but now all of this is on a computer, and you got pretty technical in there. How long did it take you to figure that out? Did you have a passion for electronics first and then get into the video game music? I want to do this. Or did you have a passion for the music and want to figure out the IT side of it, the electronic side of it?
When I was younger, I did a tiny bit of programming at my high school, and it was fun, but I didn't want to do it for as much of a passion. When I found FamiTracker, I literally went in blind and pretty much just slap. What do? I don't get. I saw some people's source files. I started to figure out how to make it and what they were making and how they designed certain things and made my own stuff. Around that time, Autotune the News with Bed Intruder had come out, and they offered people to do their own covers. And the first thing I thought was, cool, I don't know how to make all of those sounds. I don't know chords. I went in there with literally almost no music knowledge. And they were like, here are the chords. And then I just Googled what a major was and what a minor was and what F minor seventh was. And then I figured it out, and I put it into the certain lines, and I made it all fit. And the next thing I knew, it hit 60,000 views back when YouTube actually gave a crap about that. It wasn't like the end of the world, but it was at least something.
Gotcha. Excellent. And now, tell us what you're doing now. You went over a lot of different things that you've been releasing. So this has obviously taken off a little bit for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, in ways that I never even expected at first, because I just thought of this as a hobby, and the next thing I know, I got accepted into Berklee College of Music. I played MagFest several years in a row. I played PAX East twice now, this year being the most recent of the two. I've traveled to places such as St. Louis, Florida, Maine, a bunch of other states, just to play my music. It blows my mind. Sorry, I lost track of what we were originally saying on that question. The ADHD is real. You were asking me a question about that, and then I was just trying to remember everything, and then all of a sudden I just went,
It's okay. I was just saying that your original music has now blown up, and you were discussing how you've been to various states. You've played shows and festivals, and it looks like video game music is taking people to different parts of the world. It's bringing people together across borders. So, tell us, what's the next thing? What are you releasing?
I'm currently working on an album that I haven't really released the name or concept of, but I will at least tell you that it's on the basis of that life's an adventure, so why not make a soundtrack to it? So I've been making a lot of stuff that has a little more of a bouncy rhythm to it, usually a bit more of a rock-centric thing, but anyone that knows me, I like to jump between genres whenever I can. Trying not to do it that much this time, trying to go with a little more of a directed focus for the album itself, but hoping by the end of the year to have everything written and start the mastering process.
All right. Thanks so much, Glenn. That's going to be just about it for this segment, but before I go, I want to give Glenn a chance to put any shameless plugs in that he would like to for any websites.
Okay, so here is the list, and many people have even said you have a list. Oh no. Hi, you can find me at glenntai.bandcamp.com. That's Glenn, G-L-E, 2 N's, T-A-I.bandcamp.com. You can also find me on SoundCloud, various pages on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. All of these are the same name. You know what? Let's read the list. Ahem. So you have me on Facebook, on Twitter. Both of those are as Glenntai. Twitch, Glenntai. Bandcamp, Glenntai. SoundCloud, Glenntai. YouTube, not Glenntai yet, working on that. You need 100 subscribers, and I literally just started the channel. Let's see. You can find me as one of the members of the NerdFit Network. That's an entertainment group that I help work with, and I helped co-found nerdfit.com. Contrary to popular belief, not about nerds getting fit. We're pretty much far from that, but it is still a fun time. Let's see. Aside from that, I'm also a blog author on the website chiptuneswin.com. Let's see, and I have a web service that does a lot of chiptune streaming, usually monthly. We're bringing that back. It's called Clipstream. So you could literally just Google that in chiptune and find us.
All right. Thanks so much, Glenn. And this is Jonathan from Geekade, checking in from AnimeNext. And take my word for it, we heard a lot of great music in there, so check out one of those many sites that Glenn just mentioned, and I'll see you guys again soon.